Hello everybody! Welcome back to GBear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. And here we are inside the garden house again. Yeah, I ran into town this morning. I got back early and I got some work done. I had to pick up 8 more bags of the Kellogg's all natural soil. And what I have is almost a full bag left. And that's because I had already gotten plants into this area, so I didn't want to disturb the plants and just to add a little bit more soil. So it'll sit here and it'll go in as I need it. All right, got my trees transplanted, as you can see, all 3 of them. And I got my potato boxes done. This one has russets in it. And quite a few of them have already got lots of roots all over them. And they were growing in that bucket that they were in. But I'm glad I got them out of all those buckets because the water was hanging in down low and seeping through the soil, but it was staying in the pot and was real mushy at the bottom. And it was starting to smell a little bit. So I got them all out of there. I got fresh in there. Now that no bottoms on these are upside down because I cut the bottoms out. And the water can go all the way down and get into the natural soil, so I don't have to worry about the water sitting in the buckets. So anyway, what I did was I wrote right here on the poles, the shade tree is 33.5 inches tall right now from the dirt to the top of the tree, and that's on today, 4/1. And I did that for all 3 trees. The holly oak here is 22.5 inches. And then the other shade tree over here is 30.5 inches. I got it on the inside of the 4x4 there. So I'll be able to track their growth spurts now and see how they do. I was amazed at the rootstock on the bottoms of these things. Well, oh my God. That bottom main root had to be about the size of a beer can. So they seem to be liking it in there. I had a couple of extra green onions, so I just stuck those in the ends here. I don't think that'll hurt the potatoes any. And I got all my other plants in, and I also picked up some broccoli while I was at the store today, and I got some broccoli in, and a jalapeno pepper plant. So these little volunteers, well, not volunteers, but the ones I had planted in the pot, they've doubled in size overnight. They really like this new soil. And speaking of soil, I was at Home Depot today, and the young fella David that helped me last time I was there getting a bunch of bags when the lady representative from Kellogg's was there. He was there, and I was talking to him and telling him, and he said he was going to come on and subscribe when he gets home tonight. So that's a great thing. But I noticed that since I made note of that soil, this Kellogg's 3 cubic foot soil bags at Home Depot, they have been selling out of my Home Depot like crazy. They just took a fresh pallet down on Saturday, and there was about a little more than half a pallet of the old pallet that was there. And right now, the pallet they took, the new pallet, the other one is empty, and the new pallet only had a couple of bags left on it, and they only have 1 more up on the shelf, so they're going to have to reorder. So I hope Kellogg's is happy that I'm selling product for them, because it's really good, moving out of Home Depot pretty good. And I know a couple of my subscribers have asked about it, so they'll be buying it in other places at other Home Depots. But yeah, great soil, really doing a good job here. I noticed on my little tangerine tree there, well, boy, all the new growth on that since I stuck it into this soil. And the same thing with my apple tree. Is everything is doubling in size from yesterday, and my pear tree is all full of buds at the top. So things are looking good, and I'm going to be eating healthy this year. Sure looks like it. This potato bin, this is the one that I made with the cutout roots on the top bucket stepped into the bottom bucket, so I can water all I want. The excess water goes into the bottom bucket, and then it'll wick up as needed. But when I'm ready to harvest these potatoes, I just separate the two buckets and shake the soil out of this one, and it'll leave just the potatoes behind. Pretty cool. It's like a little sifter type unit. Anyway, I got everything else done here. Over in this corner, oh yeah, way down there, before I mentioned, I did get my aloe vera plants out of that little tiny pot. They were choked in there, and I got them into a bigger pot. And I still want to go one pot larger than that down the line. And I don't think I'll leave it there, because I'd like to get through with my hand truck and my garden wagon, which I will be picking up. I needed a garden wagon that's about 2 foot wide that I can go all the way around this thing with, and bring soils and fertilizers, whatever else I want to bring in. And I won't have to carry it. I can wheel it in. Down here, I cut the bottom off of another pot, a little smaller one than the trees, and I got my rosemary into there. And then I noticed, hey, look, there's Rosemary's baby. Oh God, that was bad. Anyway, everything really is popping up here. And when I was in here a while back, I planted some seeds along here in front of these pots, and I don't remember what I planted, but they're all sprouted up. So we'll find out once they get a little taller. And then I took all the tags off the trees and stapled them to the board like I said I was going to, so I can always look back and see what they say for the times. Now, this one never came with a tag, so I had to make one, and it's just a Bartlett pear. So, but look at all the buds on here. They're popping all over the place up there. This is going to set fruit pretty soon. And I'm going to be eating fruit this year. Yay! All right, everybody. That's all. A reminder, please give me a thumbs up down there if you like my videos. And leave comments, ask questions. I get back to everybody in a timely manner. And I appreciate that. And a shout out, hello to the Eltons in United Kingdom. Avid, steady watchers of my videos. How you doing out there? Yeah, it's not so hot here yet. It was in the 80s today, but not too bad. A little breeze blowing made it nice. And got everything done in here now except the sideboards and that stuff. No rush on that. Everything is sealed in here so nothing can get in. And I will be picking up another shade cloth to go over this top center here. I don't think I'll need a third one on there. If I do, I'll get it down the line, but I don't think I'll need it because the morning sun is not hot. It's the afternoon sun that's the hottest, and that's what burns the plants. So if I have this section here and this section here covered, and then wrap a smaller one around that side for that late afternoon sun, everything should have its comfort zone here. And I noticed that since I put everything in here and watered everything, I've got a bunch of little native bees flying all around the place here, and going from plant to plant, from the soils and that stuff. So cool. I love that. Everything is coming up roses. And this one I didn't think was going to make it, but there's new growth at the top of it. So I'm thinking that's some kind of a beanstalk, but I don't know. It's just a volunteer out there. We'll find out. Let it get up a little bit bigger. All right, everybody. GBear signing off.